We all have a beginning, a birthday, a moment when our story starts. For the universe, that moment is the Big Bang, a singular event that launched everything we know. All the stars, galaxies, and even the atoms in your body are said to have burst forth from a point smaller than a grain of sand. This idea has shaped our understanding of the cosmos for nearly a century, giving us a starting line in the timeline of existence. But what if the Big Bang wasn't the true beginning? What if it was just a transition? Imagine opening a book at chapter 1 only to discover there was a whole volume before it. Science thrives on bold questions, not just answers. Was the Big Bang the dawn of time or simply the dawn of our time? The evidence for the Big Bang is strong. Galaxies racing away, the faint cosmic microwave background. But even the strongest theories can be part of a much larger story. Let's journey beyond the familiar, exploring ideas at the edge of science, where the universe is not a one-time event, but part of an endless cycle. This is a serious scientific inquiry into the ultimate nature of reality. To question the beginning, we must first understand it. The Big Bang Theory says that about 13.8 billion years ago, everything was compressed into an incredibly hot, dense state. It wasn't an explosion in space. It was an explosion of space itself. As the universe expanded, it cooled, much like steam spreading and cooling in a room. In those first moments, the universe was too hot for atoms to form, a searing soup of particles. As it cooled, protons and neutrons formed nuclei, then atoms of hydrogen and helium, the building blocks of everything. This cooling left behind the cosmic microwave background, or CMB, a faint afterglow, a baby picture of the cosmos. We can still detect this ancient light in every direction. It's one of the most powerful pieces of evidence for the Big Bang. Another clue: galaxies are moving away from us, and the farther they are, the faster they go. This cosmic expansion is like raisins in rising dough. Every raisin moves away from the others. The universe's expansion, first observed by Edwin Hubble, is the engine of the Big Bang, still running today. These observations form the foundation of our understanding, but they don't tell us what came before. The Big Bang Theory describes how our universe evolved from a hot, dense state, but not what came before. At the moment of the Big Bang, the laws of physics break down. A singularity, a wall we cannot see past. What happened before the beginning? Was the Big Bang a creation from nothing, or a transformation of something that already existed? Some theories suggest our universe is just one in a series of cosmic epochs, a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The Big Bang could have been triggered by the collapse of a previous universe, a big crunch followed by a bounce. This reframes our origin from a singular event to a repeating process, with no true beginning or end. Our cosmic history becomes just one chapter in an infinite book. The atoms in our bodies could be remnants from stars in a previous cosmos, a cosmic recycling program. Thinking about a pre-existing universe forces us to reconsider the nature of time itself. If the universe is cyclic, time might be a circle, not a line. These questions push science and philosophy to their limits, but asking them is essential. Let's dive into the Big Bounce theory, a leading idea about what came before. It proposes our universe emerged from the collapse of a predecessor, like a ball bouncing after hitting the ground. The universe expands for billions of years, then gravity halts the expansion and pulls everything back together. Galaxies rush inward, the universe contracts, heats up, and collapses in a big crunch. But instead of ending, a new kind of physics, perhaps quantum gravity, creates a repulsive force at extreme densities. This force halts the collapse and causes the universe to rebound, triggering a new Big Bang. The Big Bounce elegantly avoids the singularity problem. There's no moment where physics breaks down. The universe gets incredibly dense, then bounces back, a continuous physical process. This model also fits a philosophical intuition. Something cannot come from nothing. In the Big Bounce, the universe has always existed in one form or another. It's a self-perpetuating cosmic engine, eternally cycling through expansion and contraction. Each cycle is a phoenix rising from its own ashes. The Big Bounce is a compelling alternative to a universe with a single beginning, but is there any evidence? Are these ideas just science fiction, or can we find evidence for a pre-Big Bang universe? Proving a previous cycle is tough. The bounce would erase most information. but some physicists believe faint clues might survive, hidden in the cosmic microwave background. Tiny temperature variations in the CMB could hold imprints from a previous universe, patterns or anomalies that don't fit the standard model. Gravitational waves are another possible clue. Some models predict a background hum from the bounce. Detecting such a signal would be monumental, direct evidence of a time before our time. So far, we've found no smoking gun. Current data fits the standard Big Bang model. The search continues with ever more sensitive instruments. For now, the bouncing universe remains a beautiful, unproven hypothesis. Let's consider another idea, the cyclic universe, or ekpyrotic model, inspired by string theory. It proposes our universe is a brane, a membrane, floating in higher dimensional space with a parallel brane nearby. Most of the time, these universes are separate, but every trillion years or so, they collide. The collision releases energy, creating a new, hot, expanding universe, what we perceive as the Big Bang. Afterward, the branes drift apart, cool, and the cycle repeats. Unlike the Big Bounce, this model doesn't require a collapse. Instead, the universe becomes cold and empty before being re-energized by the next collision. The singularity problem is avoided. The collision is a physical event, not a collapse to infinite density. This model suggests our universe is not alone. There's at least one cosmic twin. We can't see this other brane, but its presence shapes our fate and origin. The cosmos becomes an eternal dance of collision, rebirth, and separation. These cyclic models are thrilling, but they face serious challenges. The biggest is entropy, the tendency for disorder to increase. In a cycling universe, entropy would build up with each cycle, making each universe more disordered and longer lasting. Tracing backward, cycles would get shorter and more orderly, implying a first most orderly cycle, a beginning after all. To solve this, some propose new physics. Maybe the crunch or collision resets entropy, or the universe dumps disorder into higher dimensions. These are speculative fixes, not yet supported by evidence. Another challenge. Our universe's expansion is accelerating, driven by dark energy. If this continues, the universe will expand forever, a big freeze, not a big crunch or collision. For cyclic models to work, dark energy would need to change in the far future, something we have no evidence for. These problems make many physicists skeptical. Still, the search for answers continues. Every theory must face the gauntlet of evidence. Only time and data will tell. What if we are just one universe in an infinite series? Our story would be a tiny part of an epic with no beginning or end. The universe, with all its galaxies and stars, would be just the latest iteration in a cosmic cycle. This perspective is humbling. It reminds us of our smallness. But it's also inspiring. Creation becomes an ongoing process, with endless chances for life to emerge. Who knows what wonders existed in previous cycles or what will arise in the future? The atoms in your body might have existed through multiple Big Bangs, recycled stardust from ancient universes. You are a temporary arrangement of matter, part of a cosmic story beyond imagination. In a cyclic universe, we are children not just of this cosmos, but of all that came before. Our existence is a testament to the universe's boundless creativity. So where does that leave us? At the edge of knowledge, peering into the unknown. The standard Big Bang model remains our best theory, but science never stops asking what if. The Big Bounce and cyclic universe remind us our understanding is incomplete. These ideas push us to build better telescopes, devise new experiments, and rethink the laws of nature. The search for what came before the Big Bang drives the quest for a unified theory of quantum gravity. This journey will lead to profound discoveries about space, time, and reality. Ultimately, the story of the cosmos is our story. We are the universe's way of asking where it came from. To wonder about what came before is a precious gift of being human. The cosmic book lies open, and we have the privilege of trying to read its pages. The next chapter awaits, written by our curiosity and imagination.